Hey there folks, welcome to episode 5 of my blind RuneScape 3 playthrough. Today we're going to try to do all of the Thieving capers. The end goal is to unlock safe cracking, so I have a method to make GP. I need GP to pay for the daily shopscape that you have to do in this game. I asked for your feedback last episode about how to go about recording quests that are new to RS3 but which don't have voice acting. And it sounded like folks favored continuing to record the entire quest with little bits of commentary and then also having a summary at the end. So if you don't want to see the entire quest, just check the timestamps. There should be a segment you can jump ahead to just see a quick 1 or 2 minute summary. And then after the quests are done, we'll see what kind of candy ends up distracting me this episode. Let's get to the playthrough. Okay, this is the first quest, Buyers and Cellars. Trapdoor north of the Lumberge Furnace. Okay. All right, here's the trapdoor. I'm just going to record the whole quest, so if you don't want to see my reaction to the whole quest, skip ahead. Darren Lightfinger. Don't let me stop you. Make your mark on society. Redistribute wealth. Hell yeah. What the man is using to keep us in our place. And if I am a brigand, it's only by the standards of those whom I brig. Welcome to your destiny. That's kind of cool. I don't think thieving gets enough like feature in the story. It's like weird that it's a skill. The world-renowned guild is a cellar with 2 blokes and a straw dummy lurking in it. Hopefully this gets fixed here in a second, this flickering icon. 2 weeks. What do you need done by new members? Money. You amaze me. Expand the cellar into a headquarters. Lumbridge Castle Bank is a golden chalice. You seem to be assuming a lot here. Okay. Sick. Accept quest. Let's go. Mark 1 training dummy, maximum pocket size, minimum observational skills. Pick the pocket of that dummy as sneakily and delicately as you can. Okay. The animation's great. I didn't even notice your hands move. I wonder if that's because I'm here at a higher level. You give me some pointers? Loose fingers, tight wrists. Calm but quick. The eye of the Kayet, it's the will of the heist. You get it? Once more with feeling. And relax. Claim thieving XP after buyers and sellers. Thank you, my friend. You learn as you teach and gain 2,000 thieving XP. Okay, that's funny. I'm ready. Okay, let's go find Robin's by the Lumbered Cellar, I think. Okay, here's Chief Thief Robin. What's up? The purple owl croaks at dawn. Does it? Go ahead. Okay, I moved it to the swamp. Father Ernie, probably. The guy from Restless Ghosts. So I guess I just pickpocket him. He's very alert. You can't get an opportunity to pick his pocket. Okay. I'm meditating. Nice chalice. Aren't you afraid it'll be taken in lieu of mortgage payments? It's here to bother me. Can I have a look at it? The display case. Closer look. It's only a couple inches from the glass. Can I hold it? The bailiffs are coming. Hide the valuables. Okay. Need something more urgent to draw his eye. Maybe Robin can help. Ask Robin how to distract the priest. Father Ernie has the chalice. I can't get the key off him. Engineer a crisis. Don't set fire to his house. A fire outside his window will do the trick. Is that not highly irresponsible? Okay. Just light a fire at the window. That's kind of cool. Oh, right. I need to, like, light it initially, right? 25 fire making, apparently. Light a campfire using standard logs in the lumbered swamp. Interesting. Did I not put it in the right spot? Chalice. Fire. There it is. Pickpocket him while he's distracted. That's cool. Let's go get the display case. Which is over here. Open display case. Sick. I just go turn it back in, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn this in now. Talk about the caper I'm doing for you. I have the chalice. It wasn't a joke. Make us rich. Whoa, buyers and sellers. 500 thieving XP. Access the Thieves Guild literature. Hanky points. Hey, here's the quest summary for buyers and sellers. It's pretty short. There's a thief, Darren Lightfinger, who wants to found a Thieves Guild, but he has to get some starting capital and cred. He ends up wanting you to steal a priceless golden chalice from Father Ernie, who's the priest guy in Lumbridge Swamp that you interact with for Restless Ghost. He sends you to his right-hand man, Chief Thief Robin, who gives you some tips as to how to steal from Ernie. You end up needing to light a fire outside his window to distract him so you can pickpocket him for a key and then use that key to open the display case and take the goblet. Turn it back into Lightfinger and that's the end. It's a pretty straightforward quest. There's some funny bits if you start it with a much higher thieving level than they expect you to have. You end up teaching Lightfinger how to pickpocket instead of him teaching you. Yeah, that's it. I'll be back for the next quest summary. Okay, so I think there's an immediate additional mission here. Oh, the pamphlets give you XP. Okay. Banditry and larceny, skullduggery, stealing. Cool. Thieves Guild 2. Oh, it's expanded. That's neat. Price of construction work is exorbitant. Need more money. Bought an expensive toy dragon. What? It's a master craftsman in Varrock. Oh, Jurist. Cute. Doing a dwarf fortress gag. Clockwork and delicate crafts. Stealing the dragon from his stall. Accept quest. Like the dwarf fortress reference. That's cute. Alright, here's this Jurist guy. Let's try talking to him. How's it coming? Nearly done. Needs a bath and preserving oil. Very nice. See you later. Okay, I have no idea what to do next. Can I steal from crafting stall? Deal with the guard. Oh, okay. That helps. Greetings. Good day to you. Who's the dwarf over there? The dwarf from a fortress. Uh-huh. Fun. You know what he's working on? Toy dragon. Seems very focused. Two things he cares more, and he's already had his morning booze. What's the other thing? Talisman in his back pocket. Okay, so can I pickpocket him now? Steal a gold talisman. Salmon. I've been looking for other Dwarf Fortress references. A gem in a gold setting. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. Just talk to him with that, I guess. I guess I have to do something else with it. Put down. Oh, it's to get him to run to go get it, I guess. Thing on the ground, is it yours? Oh, I guess I gotta talk to the guard to distract him after that. Let's try it again. We do pickpocket, put down, talk to the guard. How's everything going? Okay, apparently there's another dialogue here. Oh, there's a right-click distract. Okay, I'll just do that then. Third time's the charm. Right-click distract. There's a sign that's giving you the evil eye. Steal from the crafting stall. Got it. Sick. All right, here's the toy. Talk about the caper I'm doing for you. Oh, I have to get the initial investment back. Okay, try again. Just need to talk to him more. Oh, here we go. Just checking up on progress. You said it'd be ready in a couple of days? Oh no. Where's it gone? He's gonna get his money back. Guard watching like a hawk? Doesn't seem all that hawk-like. Not a chance. Give him his money back. Okay, I see. The figure on it is astronomical. Actually turning it in this time. Have the goods. Simple caper. Oh, sweet. Ability to steal a craftsman's monocle. So figure out what that is. Purchase crafting equipment from Urist. Access to the advanced pickpocketing trainer. Access to the practice chest area. Alright, the second Thieving Caper was just as fast as the first one. Darren Lightfinger has expanded the Thieves Guild using the money you got from him from the first caper. He has a new scam where he's invested in a dwarf craftsman to make a expensive toy dragon. Amusingly, if you've played Dwarf Fortress before, the dwarf's name is Urist, and the toy dragon that he made has examined text that's right out of Dwarf Fortress. It's kind of cute. But you have to go talk to him, pickpocket an item of his, drop it on the ground so that he gets distracted and goes and picks it up, and then go and distract a guard so that you can steal the toy dragon from his stall. After that, you have to tell him that you're there to pick up the order from Darren Lightfinger, and he goes to find the statue, and surprise, it's missing, so he has to refund Darren. So not only does Darren get his money back, he also gets the priceless artifact. One more caper to go. Okay, and I just need to do the next one, which is what all that work was for. The one that requires Herblore also requires 40 agility. I missed that, so we're not going to be able to do this right now. I'll have to go start working on agility again. Taking the third out of 4 quests, though. Drenai Silverborn. Solidified Fire. I like how big the Thieves Guild get. That's really cool. Be anywhere. Check pockets where you can. If you find any, we'll pay handsomely. There's the buyer wand. 32. Talk to Rob and he'll know where to start looking. I guess this one's also a mini quest, so there's no guidance in the guide there. Rising Star. What can I do for you? About this caper. Shower them around Lumbridge. Any man or woman may have stumbled across them. And maniacs to the east might have 2 or 6. Okay, so pickpocket all the people around Lumbridge, basically. Okay, so the guards and the Alcarid warriors. It sounds like they're just listing pickpocketable NPCs near Lumbridge. Okay, got it. Men and women, got one. Can I get more than one? I'm not clear what the limits are here or what the pickpocket rate is, so I might actually look up the guide for this one. I don't think that's conveyed. I know that there's a number of enemies to go to, but I don't know how many total I need, so let me check the wiki real fast. Okay, so it says you can get a maximum of 6 from each of the different kinds of pickpocketable NPCs. Some of them I don't think I can get to because I don't have other quests completed. Like, I don't think I can... Maybe I can go to the ham storeroom. I don't remember if that's a quest unlock. I guess it must not be because I've done it on my chunk account a bunch of times. Oh, this says there's a master farmer in Lumbridge now. That's kind of cool. Somewhere over here, I guess. There he is. Master farmer. Oh, hey, good. I'm getting herb seeds. I'll probably plant those. I need to look into where if this game even has the double steel outfit. I think there's something like that after level 70 thieving, but it's not the same as the rogue's outfit since they got rid of the rogue's den. Oh, weird. The wiki says that the ham hideout is across the river. Thought it was going to just be back over this way, but it looks like they changed the layout there. I'll have to find the entrance. Okay, I got my 6 from the master farmer, so we'll go do the ham hideout somewhere over here. I don't know where. This old mine entrance? Oh yeah, interesting. Because it's more obvious where it is now. Most players will encounter it, I feel like. Alright, here we go. Ham hideout. Right, I can't do left click pickpocket. These guys have some interesting drops. Those damaged armors are like really important for my chunk locked account in old school. You know, they're easy clue. I don't know if they kept it so that that's a really good source of them. I'm gonna stack those up until I have a bunch of them until I bother. I got kicked out. This is even at 62 thieving. Jeez. Oh, that sent you pretty far. Wow. I gotta do these regular farmers anyway, so I'll do them while I'm over here. Look what they've done with the regular farmer's sprite. Some chub on him. I get caught so often at 62 thieving, like, basically never get caught on the gullible tourist. I feel like she has an unnaturally low chance to get caught. Definitely undercuts a lot of this other thieving content, which is part of what bums me out about RS3 compared to old school. They'll just add something like the gullible tourist, which is really good XP per hour and nullifies all these things. At least you still have to do it for a quest like this, you know, even if you're only pickpocketing these guys a few times each. All the fragments in the ham hideout. I gotta do warriors in Al Kharid and guards in Varrock, and then I'm done. I like this quest. It'd be nice to have more little mini quests like this that kind of force you to engage with some of the less popular skilling content, even if it's only something like this. All right, coming for the guards over here. Pickpocket a guard. All right, there we go. I think I got all of them. We'll turn these in. Had some success. My 8th. Speak with Robin. Okay. Oh, fence items, interesting. Whoa, that is a giant stack of maple and teak logs. Okay. Okay, talk to Darren. Oh, you have to do like 8 at a time. Okay, I see. And I'm getting a big bunch of thieving XP each time. Stone spirits. Okay. Okay. Talk. Lobsters and swordfish. I think the swordfish are actually helpful. Forget what it is. There's some kind of recipe that I have to spend swordfish on. It's like divination related or something. Advanced training and pickpocketing techniques. Have a word with Robin. How to pick a rich target. Sweet, 5,000 XP. Improve loot for pickpocketing NPCs up to level 40 thieving. Oh, that's kind of cool and unexpected. I wonder what that does exactly. I'll have to look into that later. Wall safes, Thieves Guild expansion. So not a lot to say about that mini quest. It's another caper to raise more money to expand the Thieves Guild. Some magician did an experiment and blew herself up, and the fragments of the experiment were all over Lumbridge, and a whole bunch of people picked them up. So you pickpocket all of the rando NPCs in the Lumbridge area. It's kind of neat as a skilling mini quest to force you to interact with all of the like thieving nodes in the general area. I wish there were more little quests like this to force you to interact with otherwise dead skilling content. And I guess the quest also teaches you about fencing items to Chief Thief Robin, Lightfinger's right-hand man, which becomes a thing later. Okay, there's actually one more of these now. I think it's actually important that I do these quests out of order because I was noticing this earlier. If I'm going to do things in release date order, apparently there's not enough quest points to be able to start Dragon Slayer in order, which seems kind of like an oversight. You need 33 quest points, and I think there's only like 20 something from Cook's Assistant up through Pirate's Treasure. So yeah, I guess I can't start the next one until I do some agility grinding, so I will do that next time I have time to log in. I'm also slightly short of 62, so I'm gonna have to pickpocket the gullible tourist for a few minutes. Yeah, this is really quick. I just needed to pickpocket her like 100 times or so. There it is. Thieving 62. That's what we came here for. And now I just need to work on agility, and that will be my objective next time. I think for agility, I'm going to stick to courses where I can spawn that pit minigame so I can get the skilling outfit for it, and then maybe I'll look up whatever the most efficient thing is to do after that. But to start with, I'm definitely just gonna do the pit, or whatever it's called. I think there's only certain courses where you're able to spawn into that. Okay, I'm back. I've got dailies to do, but I kind of want to get started on this agility grind. So I've tried to research this, and it seems like what I should be doing is just doing a single shortcut over and over and over, but I kind of want to finish getting the agility outfit. So I'm going to work on getting the agility outfit. I guess I'm just going to do the gnome course for a while. I think I just have to do this until 30, and then I can do a couple things. I can do the wilderness easy tasks and put the lamps on agility, which seems like it's a pretty good deal. And then I can do the Northern Anachronia agility course, which fortunately I've done all the work to unlock. I guess this thing with the pit can only happen once an hour. That's so weird. Maybe I just shouldn't worry about it. It's like, I think the 1% boosts skilling outfits in old school are pretty pointless. I suppose they go up to 6% in this, which is reasonably strong, but to 25 agility, this is quite slow. Quite slow. Just got 27 agility. This is really slow. I'm just trying to get a lucky like pit mini game here, and he will not give it to me. You get a chance once per hour on the hour. I was planning to pop out to do a Gothic's cache, but I might just need to stay here to make sure I get the pit. I guess you can get it almost back to back if you get one towards the end of an hour and again at the beginning of an hour. This is horrible though. I don't mind doing agility. I actually kind of enjoy agility. It's chill. It's worth doing. Maybe I just like rooftop courses. I think regardless of what happens at 30, I'm going to go ahead and get that lamp from the Wilderness Easy Tasks and then do the Anachronia course and see how far I can get. Hey, all I had to do was complain about it. Now I get it. Last time I got a complete RNG minigame, which was not fun. Excellent animation. Big fan. Okay, I think I can get ahead of it if I zoom out early, depending on what the minigame is. I don't know if I have any control over this one. Let me look this up. Since I only get a chance to do this once per hour, I want to make sure I have the best chance of winning. Crate expectations. Only 5 crates can be opened. Oh, this is another random chance one, apparently. And I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting an outfit piece, I think. Spurious Ignoramus. I feel like this should trigger more frequently, especially if it's RNG based, you know? Nothing. I don't think it matters the order in which I do them here. Nope. Still have a chance for the outfit. I think I get no XP? I'm not sure. Still really love that. Please give me an outfit piece. I didn't just waste all my time. Nope, no outfit piece. That's a bummer. 29 agility, 1 more level. I might stay until I get pulled into the pit one more time. We'll see. It might not be worth it at all. I'm just hoping I get pulled in before hitting 30. All right, here comes agility 30. I did not get the pit again, so I'm gonna do like 2 more laps to see if I get it, and if I don't, we're going to Anachronia. I did 2 more laps, no dice, so let's go to Anachronia. I think there's some things I can build to make it slightly more effective. I'm gonna try to do that. There's like a spa you can build. That's really funny. It's the dragon from the exam random. Manage base camp. Okay, I want to make the spa because that affects agility. Oh, but there's level requirements to get the upgrades. Okay, I guess that's fine. I was gonna pick up the bank chest, which I can afford. And I'll save the rest of my points for the spa, I guess. I think that this is where I'm going to be training agility for a while. Kind of crazy to me how like completely not robust this skill is in RS3. Like every other skill has gotten so many updates, but agility has more going on in OSRS. It sounds like it's because of those like boots that non-iron accounts can wear to passively gain agility XP. It's like at that point, just remove the skill from the game, you guys. Like, come on. I think the agility course starts here. And then there's a point that I'll get to that I'd have to stop because I won't be a high enough level, and I guess I just turn around to do a lap. Fortunately, the hitboxes for this one are pretty big. This was a massive problem with the gnome course. So like the rope is as large as the actual rope, right? All right, this is where I turn around at the roots. Okay. Yeah, this is quite a bit faster. 31 agility. You had 171 XP at the end, which is pretty good. All right, you get codex pages for doing this occasionally, and I'm trying to figure out what those are all about. One of many rewards that are just like, what? Oh, weird. You get enough of them and you turn them into a book that gives you an extra charge on the surge ability. Surge ability really stands out as something that I probably should be using more, or I should put on a button or something, but because there's certain situations where you're running straight where it launches you forward 10 tiles, which is pretty nice, but 32 agility. I'm going to get to 33, and then I'll finish up with the Wilderness Easy Diaries. All right, this should be 33 agility. I'm going to finish the lap here, but now I should be able to hit 40 pretty cleanly if I go do those easy tasks. Give me a minute to find the task. So I've already done the bones and the chaos altar, enter the wilderness by any means, teleport to the lodestone I'm going to do now, and try to figure out the rest of these. I'll like take a potato chip and eat it. In these, does it show them in my activity list? Oh, I can only pin 2 at a time. This thing has been struggling to scroll lately. Whatever, it's fine. I can remember. All right, here we go. You completed, unlocked, and loaded. Chaos tunnels from an entrance. View your bank in the wilderness via one of the guys. Okay, go. I know there's a Cape Seller guy over here. I didn't realize he could show you your bank. I guess that maybe makes training over here much better. If I can actually like take my bones out and just use them on the altar over and over. I'm not sure if that's actually how that works or not. Never mind, that guy doesn't count as a Cape Seller here. Okay, well, let's find other people then. This one where you have to pull a lever 10 times is extremely strange. I don't know. Well, I have no idea why this is here, but whatever, we'll do it really quick. Both levers are in this little, like, village thing over here, just north of Fort Ferenthy. That's so strange. Okay. Maybe they used to do something and now they're just, like, silly. Actually find this lever. I don't know where it is exactly. Oh, here it is. Pull switch A. You begin what you are sure will be an epic journey. Okay. A bunch of kind of annoyingly high-level skeletons here. I think I'll be okay. I got all this cake, but I probably should have come with full health. Switch B. New personal best. You activated the switch 2 times. Okay. Oh, I finally had my first death. Apparently these skeletons fuck you up pretty bad. It looks like... I don't know what... I guess I dropped my cakes? Talk to death. Greetings. Ah! Calm down, you're just dead. How do I get back? Oh yeah, I guess coins cost something too? Protected items, base reclaim cost. Got it. I didn't lose my agility pants, which would have been really annoying. Yeah, I wasn't able to out-heal it, I just... One of the skeletons just absolutely rinsed me. I'm gonna actually bring some armor this time so that that doesn't happen again, and I think I have a few other tasks I can do in Edgeville. I gotta read this death list. Potato chip and eat it. Death note. I get it. View the bank, the wilderness via Cape shop. Oh, like right here. Okay. Shaped by the hand of Zamorak himself. Exposing yourself. Okay, got it. All the task is done. I gotta do the switches are probably the hardest one. The chaos tunnels. Short distance north of the edge of the lodestone. Chaos tunnels are here. Proceed. Root of all Elo. Yeah, immediately some scary gargoyles. Alright, so now I need a wilderness cape shop and the switch, the weird switch thing. I misunderstood. That's the Cape Seller, and then there's another guy inside who's not a Cape Seller, I guess. Actually, let me access my bank. God, I could just use bones from here. I'll probably do that later. That's crazy. I didn't know that guy was there this whole time. That's absurd. Damn, even with armor, these guys hit kind of hard. Guess maybe I can try going all the way around the outside as far as I can. Wouldn't want to die again. Glad I didn't roll a hardcore. Although I guess I probably would have been extra careful if I was on a hardcore. On the bright side, it's not 10 laps, it's 10 switch flips, so it's 5 laps between the two of them. It's not too bad. All right, this is my 9th switch pull. I just have to get it one more time and then I'm done. There we go. That was bizarre. All right, I go to Edgeville to pick up my reward, I guess. I think that agility is correct, at least for now. You know, I can get as much herbal or XP as I want, I've learned. But agility just seems like it's so slow. Looking for a guy named Mr. X here in Edgeville. Oh, there he is, Mr. X. Task system. Can I claim any rewards from you? Thank you. Oh, it's a wilderness sword. Presumably is pretty bad. It looks cool though. And these lamps go on agility, please. Thank you. Gets me to 37, and I think this will get me to 40. Thank you. Excellent. Reach level 40 in the agility skill. Beautiful. I think that's all I need for the last Thieves Caper. This apparently requires partial completion of the feud, but that should be fine. I need a blackjack. Okay, that's why. I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and then I'll pivot to the feud once I reach that point. Guildmaster Darren Lightfinger. Very shady, thank you. What's new around here? Events on the books. Just to make them hard to open. Ha 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 ha. More of you at level 62 thieving. You need 46 herbal or 40 agility to completed the feud quest up to training with blackjack. So I have to go do that part first, which is fine. I'm talking to Ali Morrisane to start. Good to do this anyway, because this is another rune shop. Ali Morrisane, greatest salesman in the world. Why are you selling goods from a stall? Could sell sand in Bedabin. Go to Puldnam Niche. Accept quest. Okay, I think I have to look at his wares here to get the desert disguise. I've done the feud a few times, including most recently in old school on my chunk account, so I'll only pop in if I notice anything definitely different. Interesting that the magic carpet ride just like fades to black now instead of showing you doing the full traveling. I do kind of like the Ali gag and the way they resolve it, where it removes itself at the end of the quest in old school. Interesting that that is the case as soon as you come here, not at the end of the quest in RS3. So far, other than the name thing, the quest is identical. They made this interface a little nicer looking, I guess. I'm just gonna finish the quest. I may as well. Then I'll unlock Ali's shop. The whole thing I'm trying to do is get as much dailyscape stuff out of the way before I start focusing on quests full time. Yep, exact same quest so far. This is actually less change than some of the earlier quests we did. It might be the least changed quest I've encountered so far. All right, first combat event is done. I wonder if you still get a adamant scimitar here like you do in old school. That would be interesting. Small bladed adamant salvage instead of the actual weapon. I think they did that on purpose. They like converted any instance of gear dropping into equivalent salvage, which is an interesting choice. I guess to make sure that if you're gonna get gear, you have to get it from the intended way, not from just like a random drop. All right, basically the same quest. Virtually no changes. Gonna go turn it into Ali really quick. Just gonna get me some thieving XP. I'll do rogue trader later for the extra space, and then I should be able to continue with the mini quest. Here we are, Ali Morrisane. 15,000 thieving XP. Sweet. All right, let's try to do the mini quest. Looks like I'm gonna need some interesting things for this. I need an Irit potion, unfortunately. I guess I can go get one really quick from the Chaos Druid dungeon. I should have saved one earlier. I didn't realize it was needed for this quest. All right, actually starting the quest. Do tell. Guild registry's opened again. No chance to register new guilds. We have the chance to become official. What do we gain from that? Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. How surprising. Okay, accept quest, got it. Good show. Blackjack and a lockpick. Vault. Gain access to the coffers. Steal the contents and make your escape. Robin knows a trick with a potion, which presumably is the one that requires Irit. About this caper. Make you so stinky, their eyes will water. Chopped onion, vial of stench. Need to find out where I can find regular onion. I know there's one in the general store in old school. I have no idea in this one. General store has been moved, so I guess I'm gonna check the farm. I've had to collect these a few times on my chunk account. Wait, they moved the guy, didn't they? Yeah, it's normally like over in this region. Sheep shearer guy, it's in his backyard. There they are, onions. All right, I got my vial of stench. I'm gonna go turn this in. I don't know what the next step is after that. You should find it harmless unless you're a member of the guild registry. You come to learn to spell like that. I have a shady past. Okay. Got it. I guess we have to pickpocket the registrar in here. If this thing works. Pickpocket. Wind the clock. Interesting. Oh, I'm not supposed to get detected. Okay. Still have the key. I don't think I have to change anything from there. Oh no, I need to get it again. Okay. The pickpocket. Wind the clock. We have to knock out the guard, I guess? It seems hard. Okay, I gotta be faster with that, I guess. Or I'm missing something. Oh, that's that lever right there. Okay, I see. Try this again. Third time's a charm. Kind of cool to have another quest that uses blackjacking. I like that. I think blackjacking kind of goes away in terms of quests after this. Knockout. Steal from. Hold the access lever. And the trapdoor. Okay. Pick lock. Guess that's what this is for. There we go. Check for traps, probably, yeah. Oh, that's a nasty one. RFED. Traps limited. Excellent. Bonds. So we can, like, crawl out through here. Back to Lumbridge. Actually not. Like, I don't have any notes for this one, right? Assume I go back to Lumbridge. Yeah, mini quests don't have any guidance for whatever reason. That's a little crazy because some of them are kind of complicated. Wiki says to get rid of this, bank it, so I guess I'll go bank it. Bank it, then I have to talk to the registrar again. I guess she won't realize it's me if I don't smell so bad. Here to pay our dues to the Thieves Guild in Lumbridge. Really? What do they look like? Sort of device makes our eyes water if we get close. Man of about your height. Be a freelancer. Excellent. We have a thief to chastise. Now I think I can go back to base. Okay. Alright, turning this in. It's done. Hey, they said the thing. A guild of our own. Our efforts? Yes, with my direction. I'll just be going, I think. You leave him to his speech while he's building up steam. Sweet. 30k thieving XP, 4,000 herblore XP. Ability to mix vials of stench, full access to the Thieves Guild, including a bank. Another really straightforward mini quest. You basically just pull another con. The objective here is to make sure that the Thieves Guild can be registered as an actual guild. So the con is you use your herblore level to make a stench potion so that you smell so bad that everybody's eyes are watering and they can't quite see you. Pickpocket a key to make a clock go off to distract the registrar so that you can then use a blackjack to knock out the registrar's guard. You sneak into the cellar where you disable traps on a chest to steal some bonds. You then deposit the stink potion so that you won't be recognizable. They couldn't recognize you before with the tears in their eyes. And you pay for the Thieves Guild registration with the bonds that you just stole. It's a pretty good quest series, to be honest, and it's kind of cool to see the blackjacking brought back, because I don't think that shows up again in Old School after the feud. Eating 63, herblore 48. That's a reasonable jump there. Right, so all of that was so that I can do safe cracking, which I guess I have to research exactly how that works. I still have a bunch of dailies to do, but I'm glad that this is done. All right, back from taking a break. I'm going to work on my dailies. I would like to check out the safe cracking loop at least a couple times to see how much money and thieving XP it's worth. I think I talked to the safe cracking trainer. Go across safes like these before. Lock mechanisms are loud. Hear the tumblers clicking. Oh, okay, there's a little like blue flash. Okay, now I have to figure out where are the safes. Okay, so there's a treasure room here. I need 65 thieving to pick the lock to get in. Track down the ones that don't have a 65 thieving lockpicking requirement. There's one here. Crack open safe. When it flashes blue, I get more. Okay, I understand. Guess this is relatively AFK if you want to do it slow, but pretty attentive if you want to do it attentively. Seems like it's tautology, but another safe. Lumbridge, which I guess we want to do these two last because then I can turn them in at the very end, right? I need to figure out how to turn off guidance for daily challenges. That's what that is. Okay, so my understanding is you have to do this in like a lap around the world, and I This would be great if I had this on old school, because I have like every possible teleport, so you can just teleport everywhere constantly. But you're kind of waiting for the safes to regenerate, I guess. Alright, this fence items. 4,800 XP, 9,500 gold, 18 pilfer points. One in the top floor of the wise old man's house. I'm gonna try completely AFKing at least one of these. Found a really valuable item. Peak painting. Okay. I don't know. Didn't know that was possible. I'm gonna look into that. Oh, 37.5k and a bunch of pilfer points when you get these. Well, that's cool. That definitely makes a difference. I'm like, oh man, the money doesn't seem as good as the gullible tourist, but it definitely is if you get those occasionally. All right, found the 2 in the Drainer Manor. Get quicker at this with time. The core loop for this is pretty fun. Another really valuable item. Runecraft Guild Teleport, which I think I have unlimited teleports for. I don't think I have to unlock anything there. I think this is the last one for my loop. I just have to figure out the best order in which to do them in. Loot bag is 25% full. Okay, so I definitely have time where I have to turn stuff in. Yeah, the one in Bob's Axes is already back, so just these are enough to do a loop. Got it. I think I'm going to do this until 70. That's about double amount of thieving XP I've gotten to date. And hopefully that'll set me up with a ton of money. Alright, turning stuff in for the first time. If I do fence items, 59 pilfer points, 19,000 gold. There's a level up. Maybe pilfer points are more important early on. I haven't looked at the menu for that. Medium loot bag, large loot bag, huge loot bag, Master Thief's lockpick. Added to the tool belt, that sounds nice. Stethoscope can be added. Shock absorber, protect you from being stunned once while pickpocketing. Teleport to the Thieves Guild. Okay, so these would be really good one-time unlocks and then never again, I guess. Thieving 65. I think I can now slightly change my method. I think there's something I can do in Varrock. I'm going to start using regular Varrock teleports to get a little bit closer to the castle, so I have to pull some runes out. Probably be carrying a lockpick for this. Forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Need a lockpick for this lock. Got it. Cast the Varrock teleport spell. Never cast a real teleport before in all my time playing so far. Managed to pick the lock. I think it's just the safes in here. I guess there's 3 of them, which is great. Achievement, loot from all safes in Misthalin. Sweet. Now I get the option for pilfer points or coins. I definitely want coins, I think. 75k. Okay, yeah, this is better than the Gullible Tourist. Sweet. I guess the advantage of the Gullible Tourist is that it's quote-unquote AFK with a foot pedal. I can just sit there and tap away. Here I have to pay really close attention, but it's not, like, miserable. Thieving 66. I might keep going to 75. We'll see. The XP rate's, like, insanely good. I think this is definitely going to suffice as a money-making method. I think if I do enough of this, I'll have enough money that I can just do what I want, which is shopscape without ever having to think about it again. Oh, my first 1 million GP. Thieving 67. And apparently it's time for a Guthix Cache. Is my alarm going off. Alright, over here to Guthix Cache. It should trigger here in a minute. But this is my newest one that I can do at level 60 divination. I don't know if this cache has the bonus or not. Not right now. Okay. I won't get it today, that's fine. 61 divination. Popping over to do the Nemi Forest daily here. At some point I'll stop reporting on dailies, except maybe do level up broadcasts or something. I guess the map I'm on is incorrect, question mark? This is one just opened. I'm gonna see if I get more value out of my divine location today, since it didn't do great last time. Divine Herb Patch 1. Here we go. Place. That doesn't work. So strange. Farming 26 apparently. Okay, so the herb bag is able to get me like 3 extra harvests. Alright, so some of the dailies I'm working on, apparently it's worth buying out all of the black weapons stocks from Varrock, Alcreed, Felidor, and I guess there's some you can buy here in the Rogue's Den, but I don't have 50 agility yet, and I need to get 50 agility anyway, for reasons. I think I need to get 75 agility for the Flash Powder Factory. Jeez, I'm not even 75 thieving, and the XP rate's much better. I guess I'll get back to safe cracking then. I've bought out everything that I can. Need 50 agility for the Rogue's Den. I guess I have to wait for the Nemi Forest to update, because whoever was running it closed out. Thieving 68. There's Thieving 69, which I think unlocks new safe cracking methods. I don't have to do this loop anymore. Double check. Places I can go, I think, I like Alcarid. Probably got my craziest ever safe cracking loop there. I got 4 items. I think it's 150k GP. So yeah, this is, I've solved GP, I think, for this account forever now. I can just do this if I run out. I think my daily loop currently costs like 250k if I'm really going hard on the runes and the black equipment. All right, here for my second cache of the day. Fortunately, I keep running into other players here, even though it's like really early in the morning. All right, done with Gothic's caches for the day. Do we get 1 divination level here? Yep, 62. All right, I've got new safes in Alcarid. I think these are better XP, but worse money. I'm not sure exactly. They definitely give significantly more XP per dial lock. All right, y'all, we got to talk about something. I've been doing the safe cracking, and while I'm doing it, I'm just kind of researching like what my next steps are going to be. And every time I look for stuff, I see things that mention auras, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's an aura? That's just like something that I can unlock and use. So an aura, I hate this so much. I cannot present to you how much I seethe with contempt for this system and how enraged I am that this system is not locked out for Ironman. Please, Jagex, add Steelman to the game. So I can buy these. This is based on loyalty points, which are accrued based on number of months you've subbed as a member, which apparently includes all the time that I've spent already paying for old school RuneScape. So I have 1 million loyalty points that I can buy all of these auras that make me want to die. Like, most of them are pretty mild that I could just do a no auras locked Ironman and say, you know, I'm not going to use any of these ever. I guess an advantage with the auras is I think I can prove to you definitively that I've never used any of these because this unowned menu will prove that I've never unlocked one, right? I think it's a little bit harder for me to completely definitively prove that I've never done these chests in the activity tracker. You're just kind of like taking my word for it. I guess there's a lot of items that come from this. Like maybe you only get oddments from this. So if you see that I never have oddments and never use oddments for anything, that might help. But I have never clicked these. These sometimes autocomplete, but I've never clicked claim rewards. But this aura thing, oh my God, I hate this so much. Like if they want players to have access to these, I'd be fine if they added an alternate method for Ironmen to unlock them. This one in particular is, oh my God, give prayer points equal to % of damage received. So when you're doing Slayer and bossing, you can just like stay there AFK for longer without having to use potions and stuff. And this is like 4 or 5 months of being a member or something like that. I got to think about whether I'm going to use them because the problem is like, I think the game assumes that you have these. Oh my God, I hate some of these so much. The Jack of Trades is this is how I found out about it. There's a bunch of guides that say, hey, go, you know, do your Jack of Trades aura to get some XP and annoying skills like agility. I'm like, oh, what's that? And it turns out it's a thing where you have to turn on this aura and then you have a time limit during which you have to get a certain amount of XP and a certain number of different skills to get a lamp that you can put in any skill you want. Like, this is the essence of horrible for me. Every single one of these auras is a daily, and a daily with a specific duration during which you have to play RuneScape in a certain way. This right here is what I hate about MMOs and microtransactions, and I will be pretty significantly gimping myself if I don't get these. Oh my God, I didn't even... So the green fingers, this aura continues to run while you're logged out. I hate it. 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 I haven't chosen yet. If I'm going to choose, I have to choose soon. This is almost bad enough to make me want to quit. Like I've already sunk probably about 100 hours into the game. I've been having a really good time with it, but this is terrible. And you know, to make this even worse, like just to kind of show you, if I wanted to buy any of these, like there's this nice in-game interface where I can pretend like, oh, this is just something that my character can do. It's just a feature of my character. But if I actually want to get them, if I click this buy button, I don't want to click it in game in case I accidentally unlock it. So I'll show you what it redirects you to here. Upgrades and extras. Yeah, so it's like, you know, spend your loyalty points. Okay, so you click on that and you're like, all right, this is bring me into that menu. And then it opens up. Oh, is it not doing it here? It opens up a browser. It opens up a browser store. Look at this disgusting menu. And then there's like, if I want to get the auras, there's... Oh, this is so gross. Puking and vomiting and blood streaming from my eyes and flames on the side of my face. This is the worst thing I've seen in RS3, and it's pretty bad. And I don't know why it's enabled for Ironman. I don't understand. There's Thieving 70. I keep working my way to 75 here. We can do that. Flash Powder Factory. Oh, I just earned camouflage fragments. Okay. I need to figure out how I use those. I think that's to get the Thieving skilling outfit. All right, the level 69 training loop is a little bit more mindless. I only have to go to like 3 locations instead of like 5 or 6, so that helps a little bit. Oh, if I want to use these fragments, I need to level up invention. Okay, I might get forced into doing invention early, which means I'd be forced into leveling smithing and crafting. At least I've already been making some really good progress with smithing. 80 smithing seems pretty far away. I guess I can have it in my back pocket because it's relatively inattentive, so I could do it if I need to like do video editing or something. I have enough pilfer points now that I can afford the first sack upgrade, which I think will reduce the number of trips I have to make here to turn stuff in. Save me some time. Medium loot bag. Save up 2k for the large. Okay, I need some AFK, and I was going to stop smithing at 50, but now that I know that I need to get to 80 and 80 crafting in order to make the camo suit for thieving, I am going to go do mining and smithing to start working on that because I need the AFK anyway. 57 mining. Mining 58, I'm actually pretty excited for 60 so I can get into the mining guild. I think it's a little bit more convenient for certain activities. Mining 59, one more level. Hey, there's level 60 mining. Now I think there's probably runite ore in the mining guild. I'll check here in a second. All right, I'm over here working on smithing now. I'm gonna see if I can make it to 60. There's smithing 54. The levels I care about right now are extra rune bars, which I don't think you get till pretty late. Smithing 55, making the burial armor here. This one burial set for rune is like 13k XP or something crazy. It's pretty cool. Okay, I think I can make this a little bit more AFK for myself by making multiple armor sets at once. So I'm going to try making 3 rune armor sets at the same time. Smithing level up here. 56 smithing. There's smithing 57. Extra bar chance. I'm a little short on runite bars to finish all this stuff, so I'm just gonna... there is runite ore down here. Perfect. It looks like the mining guild is way less good in RS3, and it's nice that you can come down here and it's right next to the artisan's workshop, but there's not like an invisible boost, there's not unidentified materials, there's no amethyst, any of those other things, so I'm just gonna mine up 28 ore and 28 luminite really quick so I can finish all of these projects. It is a project to make a full inventory of +3 rune armor. It's gonna be a lot of smithing XP though, especially when I go do the burial versions. I don't think this is gonna get me to 60. Might be close, we'll see. There's smithing 58. So I actually am gonna get 60 smithing, actually really comfortably. That's crazy with only like 4 buried rune sets and 1, rune set that I made for myself. Smithing 59. All right, time to make 3 burial sets. Imagine if you're a main account and can buy things from the Grand Exchange, you can just buy that armor from the GE and like insanely power level smithing. All right, here comes 60 smithing. There it is. I can now do orichalcum, which is cool. I'm gonna finish up this last smithing set. Maybe get a little bit further into 61. I don't think it's gonna quite get me to 61. Yeah, there's only 12,000 XP locked up in this, and I need 27,000. But we'll get like halfway there, so that's cool. All right, wrapping up the last burial set, I'm going to go do the usual. I guess I'm not going to make an entire full set of orichalcum gear right now because it's probably going to take me way too long, but I like to make a pickaxe, all the tools, that kind of a thing. All right, mining this orichalcite, and then there's a new coal. It's not luminite anymore, it's like dracolite or something. I think I've seen it in the wilderness, so I guess I'll just go mine it in the wilderness once I have enough to make a pickaxe here. Seems like this is really slow to mine even compared to previous tiers, so I will probably just make the tier 1 pickaxe and then upgrade it to a 3. It took a really long time just to get 4 bars here, but I'm going to try to make my ore box and my pickaxe. Interesting that there are way fewer weapons here. I guess it's because it's competing with dragon weaponry. Interestingly, I don't think I want any of these because the speed is too slow. I guess I can see if they're actually considered any good. Alright, made my orichalcum pickaxe. Let's add that to my tool belt. Yeah, so I don't know if it's even worth making the warhammer and the offhander. I'll go ahead and make the Madoc. Once I get my archaeology up, it'll be nice to already have that ready. I'll probably make a full set of +3 orichalcum armor. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to use it though. I keep saying I'm going to stop doing mining and smithing, but honestly I think it's going to be a source of AFK for me for a very long time. I need to get to 80 smithing anyway for invention for reasons. Right now I can do a lot of video editing, both mining and smithing, so I need it for editing my video backlog. Oh, this is new. I got an igneous geode. I guess that's unique to orichalcite, or only for orichalcite and higher.
There's a mining level up. 61 mining. Crimson Skill Champa. Okay. Apparently, Orichalcum is quite a bit less efficient in terms of XP per hour. Like, generally for an Ironman, you should just make burial sets of whatever your highest tier bar is, but this one's a lot slower. So I'll probably make a +3 set for myself, and then go back to doing rune until level 70. Then I guess after that you can go back to just doing the max bars. Nemi Forest is up. I'm gonna go do that really quick and come back to mining, just in case it gets moved or something. Learn that I can't wait too long to do it if it's available. All right, doing the Nemi Forest here. Rare 34. Might get a dungeoneering level here. Let's see. Yeah. 15 dungeoneering. Oh, Dwarven Mine, Hidden Mine. That's actually, I just have that unlocked, and that is incredibly convenient. So I think I can get the Dracolite I need in there. I don't know if there's any enemies in there. Farming 27. This is the last thing in the Nemi Forest. Get out of here. Nice 35 prayer there, no problem. You go check out this new resource dungeon, which I think is going to give us another bunch of engineering XP. Oh, the mining guild one is a separate one from the Dwarven Mine one. Okay, so this one probably doesn't actually have the Dracolith that I want, but I'll go ahead and pop in there really quick just for the XP. 4 dungeoneering levels. It's really good. Let me find one of these. There's dwarves, mithril. Dwarves are non-aggro, which is interesting. Gold, phasmatite. Oh, okay. You can only get the phasmatite if you've done the hard Demonheim achievements. That's fair. Mining 62. All right, finished up the +3 Orichalcum pickaxe. Should make mining a little bit faster. I don't think I have the resources to make anything else. I've been looking into it, and apparently, I was saying I'm not going to make these Warhammers, but I guess it doesn't matter. Like, this is kind of wild, but I guess with all the changes they made to combat in this game, weapon speed is irrelevant, that it kind of averages out. Maybe it matters for some, like, end-game content, but generally higher tier, higher damage is better, so I probably will end up making the Warhammer after all. I wonder if they're going to do a rework for woodcutting at some point, because I think Rune Hatchet is the best one I could possibly get. And it's available at like level 40, like in old school. I can get a dragon hatchet, obviously, eventually from the Dagonoth Kings, but they didn't add anything to smithing for woodcutting. All right, I'm taking a break from mining and smithing for a minute because I bought all these feathers a while ago and never actually got around to doing the woodcutting to use the feathers. I got distracted on a really deep candy loop that resulted in me getting my thieving to 62 and eventually 70. Like, I think it started because I needed a rune axe, and everything has gone crazy ever since I decided to get a rune axe. So I'm going to try to turn all of these into headless arrows if I can, squeeze some fletching XP out of it. At 32 woodcutting. I'm probably going to get a bunch of woodcutting levels fast, so I'm not going to announce them all. Hit 40 woodcutting, that's probably where I'm going to stop. I'll see what I can pull out with fletching. I can probably get to 40 as well. Okay, the steel arrowheads are going to get me really far into fletching, I think, actually. I'm going to get to 40 and stop for now. Get around the training range later, but don't have any immediate plans around that. There's 40 fletching, so I'll stop for now. I have plenty of resources to get much further than that. So I think next time we play, I know I haven't gotten to the quests yet. There's a lot of little candy loops that I keep getting distracted by, but something I need to keep in mind is I want to make sure that I qualify for the Flash Powder Factory when it becomes the Spotlight event, which from my perspective is a little over a week away. I need to get Herb Lore to 50. That's probably going to happen naturally without me having to push it too hard. Thieving to 75. I should just be able to do that, and probably need to do that to maintain my money for my daily scape. And I'm just going to have to go hard on agility. It's going to suck. I could see if there's other easy diaries that I already qualify for. It's very possible that I do because my base skill levels are reasonably high. And I could just try to dump all of that on agility to catch it up as much as possible. But 75 agility is it's going to be a huge hassle given that my highest skill has a much higher XP rate. It is a new day. I am going to go ahead and do the Nemi Forest here. Farming 28. Like, I have a similar relationship to animal husbandry and farming in this game that I had to farming in general in old school RuneScape. It took me a really long time to like breach farming because of the perceived complexity. I imagine it's not that big of a deal, and I imagine the sooner I get into it, the better, because I know there's a lot of... Might get 20 dungeoneering from this. I really need to make myself do dungeoneering. Like, I think I can handle it. I've tried watching a couple guides just to try to understand like the very simple basics, and all of the guides assume that you're like starting at level 50 dungeoneering and you're like base 80 combat. And I did find something that said I probably shouldn't mess with dungeoneering until I have 80 combat level and I think 56 runecraft. And their argument for runecraft was that I could use that to make teleports inside the dungeon, which sounds helpful. So I might listen to that. Is it a prayer level? Yeah, 36 prayer. There's farming 29. I think we're gonna do this for, I think it's 111 days, and I'll max reputation with whatever the gobies are. Over here at Anachronia, I'm about to start the long agility haul. It looks like the spa actually requires the storehouse tier 1, but I think I'm gonna wait for the sleeping quarters so I can get more workers. All right, 28,000 agility XP per hour is quite bad for this game, but I think it's pretty good for old school. I have to look up when you hit 28k an hour in old school. I've done that grind. That was the very first thing I did in old school. Here I'm going to need it for that flash powder factory minigame. It looks like some of the other downstream effects of high agility, so this is going to suck. I'd almost rather do anything else. I kind of just want to play the game. You know, if it gets me there, it gets me there. Agility 41. I think I really want more pieces of the nimble outfit before I spend a lot of time on this course. I might try to squeeze it out either at the agility pyramid. I guess I can keep doing the gnome course a little bit. The XP there is really bad, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to try to do the Alfred Grimhand bar crawl quest after this. So I can do the barbarian course, because that's slightly better XP. I don't think it's as good as Anachronia, but it has a chance to roll the pit. I only roll the pit once an hour, so each time I roll the pit, I'll do it, and then I'll leave and go do the Anachronia course until it becomes available again. Playing in like a weekday prime time, and I'm about to head into the Gothic's cache, so I might regret this. We'll see. Yeah, way too many players. Maybe it'll be enough players that, you know, the floor is actually going to be covered. Generally hasn't been my experience. Hopefully I don't have to do this 3 times. Hopefully I can still comfortably get to 100 points. I had to work significantly harder for it than usual and almost ran out of time, but I did get 100 points, so I'm out of here. Did not get a level up that time. You get a ton of XP, close to a level, so we might have finally crossed that threshold. Alright, I'm going to try to do the bar crawl mini quest so I can get inside a barbarian outpost. I think I have enough lodestones to make that relatively quick. Then hopefully I can do the pit a few more times. I ended up getting some sapphire necklaces from the gullible tourists, so I'm able to use those to make games necklaces. Just to make the one for now. Barbarian outpost goes to Bird of Rot. Interesting. Wonder if they made Barbarian Assault better in RS3. I've had to do a lot of Barbarian Assault across my accounts. Right. Alfred Grimhand's bar crawl. Here we go. Thank you. Presumably this is the same as old school, so I'll just skip ahead. Alright, yeah, as far as I can tell, it's the same. No new cool animations or anything. I made the Karamja volcano look kind of cool. It's like a formal entrance to the Cellars city. I'm almost done. Just have a couple in Varrock and Falador, and then I can head back. Looks like the XP rate at the Barbarian course is really bad, so I just have to hope I get the pit to proc early. I think basically every course where the pit can spawn, the XP rate is bad, except for the Wilderness course. I'm going to have to try the Wilderness course. It costs 500k for a skull, which increases your XP there. I probably shouldn't be doing it at peak time like it is right now, but I guess I can get 500k relatively easily if I absolutely need it, and just doing safe cracking for like an hour or so. I'll probably end up risking the skull. A good mini quest to get out of the way. You need it for stuff like Horror from the Deep. I think this is my last beer for the bar crawl. Alright, turning this in. Sick. I guess I automatically have the ability to smash vials in this game, because of course I do. Alright, hopefully I get lucky here. Again, the plan is to do this until I get a pit play, and then go back to the Anachronia game until the hour passes. Keep doing that until I get to 52 agility, and then I think I'm going to skull myself and do the Wilderness agility course. I feel like this doesn't really give that much XP, and most of the mini games are chance based. I feel like if it triggered about as often as Marks of Grace spawn in old school, that would be fine and not broken. especially since agility is known to not be very good. I need to at least look forward to it every time. It seems like when you fail the pit, it gives you XP similar to what you would have gotten if you would continue to run the course while you were attempting the pit. And you have a pretty, I think you have a higher chance of failing than you have of passing it, so once per hour seems like overkill. I think I'm about to get an agility, well, if I don't fail this obstacle, this is like my first time ever failing that more than once in a row. Oh my god. Stop it. Just let me get on. Trying to record the level up here. Thank you. 42 agility, 10 levels to go. I could also find the pit less frustrating if it's gonna be limited to once an hour. Like, I wish it would just happen on your like first lap every hour, right? Then you could kind of treat it like Guthix caches, come over here, do a quick lap, and then get out, right? But there's a reasonable chance. It's like 8 minutes to the hour right now. There's a very reasonable chance that I just won't get it this hour because I came here too late, I guess. I'm gonna skip this next Guthix cache just to try to squeeze out a couple more laps to see if I get lucky with the pit. I have 4 minutes until the hour triggers here. Oh my god, I got it at minute 59, which I think might be too late. I guess we'll see. I don't know if there's a way to track it or not. You complete the pit. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it this hour. That's annoying. Karaoke. Okay, I have no idea how this one works. Avoid the falling rocks. Okay. Indicated anywhere? Kind of, yes. One might actually be skill-based. Well, so much for that. Guess I have a sense of how it works for next time. And I did not get a piece, because of course I didn't. I popped out. You can see the hour triggered with like seconds remaining. So I'm just gonna head back to Anachronia and keep leveling up there for now. I'll come back after the next hour. Oh, I misunderstood it. I literally need the storehouse because 25 or 5,000 is the default. Okay, well I gotta do that regardless, and then I can try to build the spa next. For the sleeping quarters for more workers is what I was gonna go for. So I looked it up, and I guess the XP rate from this mini course in Anachronia is comparable to the Falador agility course / Canifis agility course in Old School. So the level ranges there are comparable. By the time it would be worse than the comparable Old School course, I'd be able to move on to the Wilderness course, which is apparently bomb diggity awesome XP rates, at least for agility. But we'll see. I'm hoping I don't get PK'd. If I do, whatever. I've heard that it's a lot less frequent to even see PKers, even if you're using the skull these days, but I guess we'll find out. Should be 44 agility. Slowly but surely. I guess I'll probably be at the Wilderness course for long enough that I'll hopefully get more pieces of the Nimble outfit there. I need to review, like, what the situation is for dying there, because it would suck to lose a piece. Oh, I just noticed I got some compacted vines. Send to camp. Okay, I wonder what your chance of getting those is. Just hit 45 agility. We are halfway there. 7 more levels to 52, so I have to get all the agility XP I've gotten to date again. This is interesting. I found a place where I can just zoom in and then spam click in a single spot, the foot pedal, and get XP. I turned on the Alt-1 plugin here. I usually try to keep that turned off unless I'm actively... Just to see what the XP rate is. I'm gonna run it for like 10 minutes. If it's like reasonable, I might just do this, because then I can like, you know, get editing work done and the like while I'm training agility. But it might be significantly worse than just like running the course, so we'll see. Okay, I've been running this long enough to get pretty accurate data from Alt-1. It's about 22k an hour, so it's about 6k an hour slower than the actual course. I have to run the actual course to see if that's true. The wiki says you get 28k for doing the early course. So this probably stops being good as soon as you have access to anything beyond that. But the fact that this is, I mean, quote-unquote AFK, you have to spam click. But if you had something like a foot pedal like I do, just like the gullible tourist, you can just kind of click in place
and get level up. So I think I'm going to keep doing this because I like not having to think. Agility 46, 6 to go. I'm going to pop out to get my second Guthix cache, but I'm definitely going to come back to this and just foot pedal my way to 52.
Yeah, I really gotta learn my lesson and never do this during peak time. It's so much worse. It takes like twice as long. Alright, let's get out of here. This might have been when I get the boost. If it is, I'll just train divination for a few minutes here. Max XP, divination 63. Okay, running this again to see if I get a hit proc. I think the fact that like spam clicking on the Anachronia course, you can fail, but failing just causes you to take damage without like missing the objective. Is pretty huge. I will probably go back there and not bother with going for the pit right now, because if I'm going to be spending a bunch of time at the wilderness course, I'll probably get the nimble outfit there. Because I have this thought in my head of it would be great to get it early, and I should be taking advantage of every like 1 hour interval I have available to me to try to roll it, but he spawns it so infrequently, and the XP is so trash that probably not worth it. So I'll work back after this attempt here. Gonna do my extremely stupid divine herb patch thing here. I think this is very silly. Oh, permanent bonus. Yeah, okay. I think it makes it easier to gather some specific thing. Bonus energy experience when converting bright memories, which is either the next tier or the previous tier, whatever. Alright, divine herb patch. Get some inventory space back. I don't know if that thing starts ticking down the minute I place it, or if I have a chance to like click on it, you know? I wish it was based on total number of gathers and not time like it appears to be. Ability 47. I think this is going to take about 2 hours. We got this up to more like 24,000 XP. So I think just the reduced attention of this is worth not actually running the course. The downside is I guess you don't get the compacted leaves or compacted vines or codex pages, but I think you get most of those from actually completing the advanced course. I think this is probably the most efficient one to just repeat over and over, but everything on the course gives 20 XP other than the end of the lap. So I might want to go check and see if going through the cave or crossing the routes is slightly more effective. I assume it's an equal amount of ticks for each one. And the big advantage of this one is it almost doesn't matter where you put your mouse, because like your character ends up clicking to confirm to climb the cliff face during the jump animation. So even though the camera kind of moves, as long as you're spam clicking, you'll make it every time. It's quite good. Something's messed up. Agility 48, my recording got screwy there. Alright, I'm gonna go experiment and see if one of the other obstacles works better. Definitely not the planks, I don't think. I think the way you click them wouldn't make sense. You are able to spam click the cave entrance without having to... camera doesn't do anything there. Okay, I'm glad I tested it. It looks like although the cave is a little bit easier to make sure that the cursor doesn't get in a weird spot, it's slightly worse XP. So the only thing to try is the roots, which I assume are worse, but I'll give them a shot. See if it's already set up in such a way that I can just like keep the mouse in one spot. Wow, the roots appear to be significantly worse. Good to know. Like half the XP rate. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, I think you want to do it over here on the cliff face. There's agility 49, 3 more to go. Agility 50, I can talk. 2 more levels. I had some issues while I was editing over here while doing this, right? Occasionally like lose focus on the cliff face. So if you rotate your camera to face this way, you'll always click it. Just in case anybody's watching this who's going to be leveling agility from 30 to 52 for some reason. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the actual course again now that I'm only 1 level away from my target. Squeeze out a little bit more XP. There it is, 51. Oh, I guess since I'm level 50 now, I can go a little bit further on the course instead of turning around where I'm turning around, so I might do that here in a second. I don't think it's a really significant increase in XP rates. It's like an extra 2k per hour or something, but I may as well do it, right? Okay, it looks like I want to do the new section in the south, not the north, so I'm gonna head over to that. I haven't tried it before. Starts here, I think. I didn't think to check to see if one of these cliff faces has a slightly different animation. I think they all kind of use the same jump. I still don't regret getting 50 to 51 because I got editing done by spam clicking in place. I clicked on an ancient Zygamite by accident. I don't know what that does. I think I'm finally at the next part of the course. Is here? Question mark. Okay, the individual nodes are still only worth 20 XP, which is good. I was worried that the nodes would be worth more, but it looks like it's just the end of lap bonus that's worth more. Okay. There's not going to be a comparable like spam click option that's going to be worth more than what I was just doing a second ago, basically. This is a cool way to do an agility course, though, with different levels where you can run a loop within it. 420 XP lap bonus instead of 170 XP lap bonus, but it also takes way longer to get to it, so I guess we'll see if it actually evens out. I guess an interesting part with this is that I can actually use Surge here pretty productively. Nice long path that's maybe designed specifically for that. For that double Surge Codex unlock would be nice, but we're not going to get it anytime soon. Need 500 pages. It's like 32k an hour if you use Surge on cooldown in the relevant places, which is pretty solid. I was getting 24k before by spam clicking a single spot. But I guess I'll come back here if I get like ravaged and PK'd out at the Wilderness Agility course. We'll find out. Got a Totem of Crystal Top? I have no idea what that is or why it gave it to me. Let me try to figure it out. When combined with the Totem of Crystal middle and base, it creates a Totem of Crystal. The middle comes from searching the rubble. I guess I get it no matter what. It's not like chance based. Okay, and the base comes from Irby Werby. Right. What the hell does it do, though? What is a Totem of Crystal? Wow, that is extremely weird and extremely specific. It reduces the cooldown of pickpocketing elves in Privethenis. And you, like, build it somewhere on the island, and then it, like, remotely affects your ability to pickpocket those elves. And there's a weekly reset? Oh my god, okay. Just don't look at it for now, it's okay. Just pretend like it's not a thing. I'll bank it. I got a Totem of Summoning that time. Man, I'm just crazy lucky. We figure out what that is now. Alright, the Totem of Summoning seems way more useful. Increases the duration of summoning familiars by 16 minutes. But it also requires 75 Hunter and 90 Slayer, so also going in the bank and not going to use it for a while. Alright, here's the level up. This is hopefully going to unlock a significantly more efficient training method in the Wilderness Agility course. We're now 52 Agility. Now access the Wilderness course. I need to go figure out how to get a skull. I believe it costs like 500k. I don't think it has any quest prerequisites or anything like that. It's 550k, and I have to do the Enter the Abyss mini quest first, so I think that also has a prerequisite that requires Rune Mysteries, which is fine. It looks like Rune Mysteries is one of the replaced quests. We'll do that out of order since it makes sense to do it now, since I need to get this minigame unlocked before it's on Spotlight. And that seems like a good spot to end the episode. Next episode will open with Rune Mysteries and Enter the Abyss, and then check out the Wilderness Agility course. Just to provide a temperature check, you heard me get really upset about the auras in this episode, but I've since decided pretty clearly no auras, no daily challenges, no seasonal events, Ironman. Still kind of annoyed that this stuff is included in the game, or at least that it's included for Ironman. It seems like the sort of thing that Ironman should not allow. But because I'm doing this as a video series, I can prove that I'm not using it, and so I'm okay just kind of creating my own Steelman mode. Overall, I still really like the game. The daily burden gets worse and worse over time. You get more and more tasks on the list that you seem like you have to do almost forever. But although my distaste for that time-gated stuff is significant, I'm enjoying the game enough that I want to keep playing, so we'll continue doing these for the foreseeable future. I'm already super far ahead of what's been published on YouTube so far, which is great. It means I'll be able to keep publishing these regularly. My objective is to have one of these RS3 videos out every week, that there isn't a Bonfire Man video. I have a couple of the old school videos that are still in the queue just to cover for me in case I can't finish editing in a week. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.